Good evening and welcome into the broadcast booth here at the Cox Pavilion, preparing for an incredible matchup between the UNLV Lady Rebels versus the Utah State Aggies. I'm Jeremiah Skillman, and I am excited to watch this one go down. This is actually the first home game for the Lady Rebels of 2026. And currently, the Lady Rebels are on their fifth gaming win streak is at five currently. And a little bit of history is UNLV holds a record 33 to 4 over Utah State and has won the last 15 matchups against one another. Under head coach Winnie LaRock, the Lady Rebels are 9 0 against the Aggies, and we hope that keeps going and continues. Utah State heads into this contest with a 6-7 overall record and 2-2 Mountain West record, as the Lady Rebels are undefeated in the Mountain West record. Utah State is coming off of a 58-40 loss to UNR. We will be right back to you for tip-off coming soon. Let's get to know. Welcome back into the broadcast booth of the UNLV Lady Rebels versus the Utah State Aggies. Let's get to know the starting lineups. UNLV Rebels starting lineup is Destiny Leo, Leah Alexander, Shelby Brown, and Meadow Rowland. Utah State's starting lineup will be Tanner Russell Lopez, Alyssa Livingston, Jasmine Heaton, Marina Asinio, Sophia Sanu. Lady Rebels win the tip off there. Alexander's bringing it up. Jasmine lost with the ball. Turnover by the Rebels. Blocked by Jasmine Loft. That's Leo. Sorry. Lady Rebels get a jump ball here. You know, Utah State is being led currently by Aaliyah Gills, who's averaging 13.5 points per game right now. And she is actually currently injured and not suited up for this game. So this is going to change the matchup and the whole tempo of this game today. Lady Rebels really need to take advantage of that and score. And that guard, they have to really be able to take advantage of that as they just turned over the ball on a travel by Shelby Brown. Shelby Brown is actually currently coming off of the Mountain West Player of the Week. And the Lady Rebels also have four ladies in double digits of the season. Last game, the bench is what really helped the Lady Rebels as Mariah Laheen was the second scoring leader with 14 points, shooting 4 for 8 from the field, 4 for 6 from the three, and was a perfect two for two. Shelby Brown earned her triple double of the season with 16 points, 10 rebounds last game. She also dished 2 assists and had the Lady Rebels steal of the game. Turnover by the Lady Rebels again. That is on Jasmine Lott. And in Utah State Aggies score. That is Elise Livingston for the layup there. Current score 4-0. Lady Rebels cannot find the offensive right now. Lady Rebels cannot find the offensive scoring right now. Except now as Meadow Rowland gets us starting with a nice pull-up jump shot from mid-range for the Lady Rebels. Meadow Rowland has been not on the watch recently. She's been playing a lot. She's been playing a great game, a good season still, but she just hasn't been over the radar. As a lot of these Lady Rebels are actually having good seasons so far, whether it's scoring or other aspects of the game. That's Shelby Brown with the stop there. Coming into the game is Karen Stanford currently for Sophia Sine. Utah with the ball at the baseline. Missed shot there by Elise Livingston from three-pointer. Meadow Rowland bringing up the ball here. Meadow Rowland with the ball. The Utah is on the floor. They're diving for that ball. The ball is loose. That is a jump ball. Utah there had a double team Meadow Rowland and caused a jump ball. That is good defense, good execution for Utah State there. That's just something that a coach always wants. A coach is always looking forward to the hustle and the intensity. And as I mentioned, this game is going to be very intense and this game is going to be very close all game long. It's going to be a very good game. Utah is coming for the win after that loss right now. And just to end that winning streak that the Lady Rebels are currently on. Missed bucket there for Utah State. Jasmine Loft bringing up the ball in transition. Jasmine Loft with the, fouled. Jasmine Loft got fouled going up for the layup there. Foul is on number 32 for Utah State. Jasmine Heaton. Jasmine Loft at the free throw. Jasmine Loft at the line shooting 2 shots. Jasmine Loft knocks both of those down. Jasmine Loft has been excellent from free throw. Her free throw percentage all season long has just been great. It's really good to have that trust in her as a free throw shooter, but just as a player in general, she's having a great season. Coming back off of an injury from last season, I feel like this season she's been doing great and playing like everybody expected, but better. That is Sophia Sine for Utah State missing the three-pointer. Destiny Leo bringing up the ball. Jasmine Loft in the corner. Three-pointer by Jasmine Loft. Jasmine Loft knocked down the three-point shot in the corner by Shelby Brown with the assist. Current score is 7-4 here at the Cox Pavilion. That is Sophia Sine with the rebound. Sophia Sane with the bucket. Second chance shots are really an issue. Every time I'm on a broadcast, I mention second chance shots because second chance shots are just such an issue and they happen too much in the game, and that really affects and causes the game. It changes the whole game and the whole aspect of the game. That is a steal on the Utah State by Lopez there. Lopez goes down. Shelby Brown with the turnover. Utah State with the ball at the top, passing the ball around. Ball movement is looking really good. And that is Sine with another layup. Lady Rebels are not executing on defense as they should, but it's okay. We have Mariah Elohim coming off. She's currently looking like she's at the score tables, ready to check in. Meta rolling with the shot. Meta rolling with the three-pointer. Meta rolling with the three-pointer. That is good. That's bringing energy into this game. Bringing energy into the game and what we need. First home game of the 2026 season, and that's just amazing. We got to bring the energy. The crowd looks really, really energized in here. Good turnout. Utah State with the ball, passing the ball around 11 seconds on the shot clock. That is a travel on Utah State Aggie by Lopez with the travel there. But that is a current media timeout. That is, we'll be right back to you. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to Rebel Sportsnet. Good evening and welcome back into the broadcast booth for your UNLV Lady Rebels versus Utah State Aggies women's basketball game here at the Cox Pavilion. Like I mentioned earlier, the Lady Rebels are undefeated against Utah State Aggies. But here's a little history of the last five meetings. On February 5th, we won 89-51 up in Logan, Utah. March 5th, 2024, we won 104-44 in Logan, Utah. December 30th, 2023, we won 107-68 here in Las Vegas. February 20th, 23rd, 2023, we won 86-32 here in Las Vegas. And March 7th, 2022, UNLV won 82-69 in the Mountain West Championship quarterfinals here in Las Vegas. But that is just the history. Lady Rebels seem like they know how to play against the Utah State Aggies, and they kill it against them. But today is not looking that sharp. It's not looking that well. But that's a good pull-up bucket by Meadow Roland there. Meadow Roland looking good here today. She's a great player, great ball player for this team, great leader. She hasn't had as much. She had a couple of fantastic games earlier in the season, and she's done it recently as well. But every player is doing so good, it's like it's going unnoticed. Meadow Roland's a great defender as she stopped Janae from that layup there. Also checked into the game was Mariah Elohim. She came off the bench. Last game, she was player of the second leading scorer off the bench last game. Currently, Aaliyah Alexander at the top of the game. Turnover by Aaliyah Alexander for Jasmine Heaton. Hean cannot finish the layup. Hean gets the rebound, and Hean finishes the layup. Second chance shots, another game. Second chance shots are a big issue for the Lady Rebels. Second chance shots just happen too often and too much time that it just really doesn't help the execution that the Lady Rebels need to have for this game and games in general. And Jasmine Loft takes the three-pointer. Jasmine Loft with a switch three-pointer by Jasmine Loft there. Jasmine Loft is having a great game. Again, Jasmine Loft. Jasmine Loft is currently at 8 points right now, 8 of our 15 points. 2 for 2 from field goal, 2 for 2 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from free throw line. Meadow rolling with the three. Bang! Meadow rolling with the three-pointer. Lady Rebels look like their three-point game is on top today. The Lady Rebels three-point game is looking very fire, and it is like wet like water in here as the Lady Rebels have not. They have missed a three-pointer, but they have been very hot as well. Lady Rebels are currently leading the game 18-10 with 2:07 left in this quarter. Lady Rebels are just having a great game, 3-point wise, but the defense is what's hurting them. Defense is really what hurting these Lady Rebels. And to be correct, the Lady Rebels are 100% from three-point line today, shooting 4 for 4 so far. Meadow Roland guarding Sine down low on the block. Sine misses a shot. Sine gets blocked by Meadow Roland. Jasmine Love coming down the court. Jasmine Love one-on-one. Jasmine Love with the jump stop, and she finishes the layup. That is a timeout by Utah State Aggies. Don't go anywhere because it's just getting heated up and started here in the Cox Pavilion. Lady Rebels lead 20-10. Stick around. Do not leave. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at the Cox Pavilion. I'm Jeremiah Skillman. Current score is 20-10. UNLV Lady Rebels lead here. Jasmine Loft and Meadow Roland are killing it right now. You know, the Lady Rebels are really executing on the offensive side so far, but defense not so much. That is a shot. Three-pointer is out of there by Cosme for the Utah State Aggies. Meadow Roland coming down court to Destiny Leo. And Leah Alexander misses that three-pointer. Tristan James cannot get that rebound there. Sorry about that. Utah State coming down the court. Cosme tries to take another three-pointer. Mariah Elohim coming down. Destiny Leo. Destiny Leo with the shot. Destiny Leo is to miss. Currently, the Lady Rebels are 4 for 6 from three-point line. Lady Rebels are currently leading 20-10 with less than a minute to play in this first quarter. Meadow Rowan, Meadow Rowan guarding number 32, Jasmine Heaton. Heaton scores the layup on Meadow Rowan there. Here comes Leah Alexander coming down the court with no shot clock, only game clock. 20 seconds left in this quarter. Lady Rebels are staying patient here, currently waiting it out, letting the time run out, letting the play develop. And that's just something that needs to happen. Let the play develop and let the play happen. Do not rush the play. There's nothing to worry about. Meadow Roland coming in. Meadow Roland misses a layup. That is the end of the first. Lady Rebels lead 20-12 for this first quarter. Stick around. You do not want to go anywhere as it's only getting started. That is the first quarter here on Rebel Sports Net. Do not go anywhere. I'm Jeremiah Skillman. We'll be right back. Welcome back into the broadcast booth here at the Cox Pavilion for your Lady Rebels versus Utah State Aggies here on this beautiful night. First home game of 2026 for the Lady Rebels. But I want to talk a little bit about the Lady Rebels as, last game, Mariah Elohim had a great game off the bench. But just in general, as the leading scorer for the Lady Rebels is Jasmine Lott, currently with 13.6 points per game. Meta Rowland currently is second with 13.5. Then you have Aaliyah Alexander leading in assists per game with 3.1. And then you have Shelby Brown leading the squad with rebounds at 9.2 points per game. And the Lady Rebels is playing great as a squad, as a team, and don't want to miss out and not mention how Mariah Lahim during her 200th career three-pointer earlier in the first quarter of the last game against the Falcons. But we're back here. The Lady Rebels are playing. Sine makes a bucket layup here. Tegan Coleman checked in, coming down the court. Mariah Lahim with the ball, passes it to Destiny Leo. Destiny Leo to Tristan James. Back to Leo. Leo with the shot. Leo cannot land the shot there. In transition for Utah State Aggies, here they come down the court. Tegan Colvin. Tegan Colvin has been, she's started off starting for the team, and then she started coming off the bench, and she's really still having an impact for this squad. Tegan and Destiny Leo. Oh, that is a block, clothesline. I don't even know what that was by Jasmine Heaton for the Utah State Aggie. Jasmine Destiny Leo taking that hit there. Band in here cheering, you can't do that because she literally just got clotheslined. She's not football. But, have a great game, Everybody stay fair. She can Colvin pass on the outside, passing it in for the inbound. Lady Rebels currently lead 20-14 with less than 9 minutes to go in their second quarter. Shelby Brown with the ball, back to Jasmine Lott. Jasmine Lott with the pull-up jumper. Jasmine Lott with a bang pull-up jumper. Jasmine Lott's pull-up jumper is just so amazing and so good. And it's just so great as her shot is just perfect. Whenever she takes, if there's one in the shot, last second of the game, I'm giving it to her or Meta Rolling. And that's just so good to have more than one option. As a coach, as a player, as a fan, that's just so great. Jasmine Lott has been very good this season. Sine with the ball, guarded by Tristan James. Sine cannot land the shot there. Shelby Brown coming down the ball, coming down the court. Turnover by Shelby Brown to Tara Stanford. Stanford. Shelby Brown with the rebound there. Passes to Tegan. Tegan coming up the court. Lady Rebels are currently still finding their momentum. Desmond Lott with three. Desmond Lott with the miss on the corner there. Desmond Lott cannot stick that corner shot there in the corner. Checking into the game, Aaliyah Alexander for Tegan Colvin, and then Metal Rowland for Tristan James. Metal Rowland is an absolute dog. Pass ball in, Aaliyah Alexander with the ball. To Metal Rowland in the paint. Metal Rowland with the ball. Metal Rowland with the spin move. Metal Rowland with the spin move there. Aaliyah Alexander with the steal. 2-on-1, Aaliyah Alexander and Jasmine Lott. Jasmine Lott back to Aaliyah Alexander. Aaliyah Alexander to Metal Rowland. Metal Rowland gets fouled there. Metal Rowland will go to the free throw line and shoot two shots. Metal Rowland will go to the line here. Metal Rowland is currently at 12 points already, 12 of our 24 points. So she has, if you do the math, she technically has half of our points. Now she has more than half because she has 13 of 25. So she does still have half. Sorry, my math is not mathing. We're on score right now. But Metal rolling 2 for 2 from from 3 point line, 2 for 2 from free throw, and not 5 for 6 from the field goal. Metal Rolling has been having a great shooting season this year. Metal Rolling is last year's Mountain West player, not player of the year, sorry, that's player of the year. Shelby Brown holding it down in the paint. Metal Rolling with the rebound. Metal Rolling in transition. 3-on-1. Jasmine Lott with the ball. Jasmine Lott on the corner. Bang! That's a three-pointer for Jasmine Lott. Jasmine Lott currently is 3 for 4 from the three-point line. She has 12 points. 15 points, sorry. Lady Rebels are kind of holding it down, but Utah State Aggies answer back as that Peros with the comeback with another three-pointer. Aaliyah Alexander bringing the ball up. Currently a break. Meadow rolling with the ball. Nope. To Alexander. Alexander with the spin move. Back to Meadow rolling. Meadow rolling with the pull-up. Meadow rolling cannot stick it there, but Shelby Brown tries to get the rebound, but uh, she cannot grab that. The senior guard, Tyron Sanford, grabs that one. Sanford takes the three-pointer. She cannot land it or stick it. Jasmine Locke coming down the court. To Mariah Lahim. Mariah Lahim. Mariah Lahim cannot stick the shot either. Back to Jasmine Locke. Jasmine Locke cannot land it either. Shelby Brown with her second rebound of the possession in the layup. Shelby Brown currently at 5 rebounds. Shelby Brown currently at 5 rebounds of the first half. Shelby Brown with her sixth rebound there. That is an air ball by Utah State Aggies. And all I'm hearing is air ball in here. Leah Alexander coming down the court. Aaliyah Alexander with the spin move, cannot land it. Meadow rolling with the rebound. Meadow to Mariah Lee. Mariah Lee from deep. Mariah Lee cannot land it, but Jasmine Lott gets the rebound. Jasmine Lott with the pull-up mid-range shot. Jasmine Lott with another mid-range shot. Jasmine Lott currently 6 for 8 from the field goal. And that is 17 points for Jasmine Lott there. Jasmine Lott currently has 17 points. Meadow Rowland has 14 right now. That is a shot by Utah State Aggies. Utah State Aggies bang the three-pointer. That is number 54, Asenio for that one there. Aaliyah Alexander taking the ball down the court. Double screen action here. Aaliyah Alexander with the three-pointer. Cannot land it, but Shelby Brown gets the rebound. Shelby Brown will. She cannot finish on the layup there, but she's on the floor like she got fouled. No foul call there. But Utah State Aggies in transition, moving the ball around. Number 23, Livingston tries to take the three-pointer, but cannot land it there. Meadow Rowland takes the ball down. Coach LaRock telling them to slow down and wait a little bit, catch their breaths. Mariah Lahim gets the handoff by Aaliyah Alexander to Jasmine Loft. Jasmine Loft currently gives it to Shelby Brown. Shelby Brown with the mid-range. Shelby Brown knocks down the mid-range shot there. Shelby Brown, that is her first bucket of the game. Nope, sorry, second bucket of the game. She has 14 points with 7 rebounds. Meadow Rowland has 14 points with 10 rebounds. That is another three-pointer by Asensio for Utah State. Aaliyah Alexander bringing the ball down. Currently have 3 Rebels, Lady Rebels, at the scores table coming to check in. Destiny Leo, Tristan James, and Tegan Colvin. Meadow Rowland tries to make the shot from the free throw line. Cannot knock that down. Utah State in transition, coming down the court. Other than a foul by Jasmine Lott there. We currently will be taking a media timeout here. Thank you so much. Do not go anywhere, though, and stick around because we are just getting started. Lady Rebels currently lead 35 to 22, 23. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. Go get a snack because this game is electric. Welcome back to the media booth here at the Cox Pavilion. I'm Jeremiah Skillman, and this is the Lady Rebels versus the Utah State Aggies here. And this game is phenomenal. This game is great. UNLV Lady Rebels currently lead 35 to 23. That's a turnover by Utah State. Tegan Colvin coming down with the spin move. Layup by Tegan Colvin there. That is a lay by Tegan there. Tegan Colvin with the stop and then the layup there. That is beautiful. Tegan Colvin coming off the bench. Earlier, she started, like I mentioned, she started starting the season. Now she's coming off the bench and she's doing phenomenal. Tegan Colvin sorry, guarding Asena coming up the court. That is a three-pointer by Haros there. Tegan Colvin coming down the court. Metal rolling with the screen. Coach Linda the Rock during that media timeout there was talking to the refs the whole entire time. So I don't know what they were talking about, but they definitely had a good conversation. Tristan James with the three cannot land it. Tegan Colvin with the rebound. Destiny Leo with the three-pointer. With the ball up top, sorry. Tegan Colvin with the ball. Back to Destiny Leo. Coach the Rock setting up a play here. Destiny Leo. Jump shot. Cannot make it. Tristan James gets the rebound, but shot clock violation there. Lady Rebels have been executing on defense and offense as well. This game has just been great as, we're just watching some great basketball. Current score 26 to 37 with less than a minute to go in the second quarter. Meta rolling with the stop there and the rebound. Meta rolling coming down court. Meta rolling one-on-one. Skip past to Destiny Leo. Destiny Leo cannot find her shot right now. Tristan James gets the rebound and goes up strong and powerfully, gets fouled, and now Tristan James will be going to the free throw line. Mariah Lahim will check into the game for Destiny Leo. Tristan James currently Tristan James currently at the free throw line. Tristan James did not start the season with the Lady Rebels this game. He actually returned a couple of games back. And this was just so important as the Lady Rebels whole squad is healthy right now. Nobody on injured. Nobody's injured. Nobody on nothing. Prayerfully that's the whole time. Lady Coach LaRock has emphasized that injuries during the Mountain West Conference play is an issue. Third conference play, you never want an injury. We've heard it from Coach Passner with the running Rebels. Tristan James cannot knock down that free throw. Tristan James misses both. Metal rolling with the rebound. To Mariah Lahim. Mariah Lahim from top. Mariah Lahim cannot stick the three-pointer. Lady Rebels. No, Utah State Aggies are in transition now. Tegan Colvin guarding up top. Shanae with the screen. Tegan Colvin. And that is Asensio with the shot there. Tegan Colvin taking the ball down low. Tegan Colvin coming down court. Meadow Roland, Tristan James in the paint right now. Meadow Roland gets the ball at the top of the key. Meadow Roland gets fouled by Asensio. President Harvey just walked into the door. But beyond the point, Jasmine Lott checked into the game, and Shelby Brown checked back into the game for Tegan Colvin and Tristan James there. Utah State also makes a transition. Bella Cosme for number 54, Asensio there. Lady Rebels currently passing the ball. Mariah Lahim as the inbounder. To Jasmine Loft. Jasmine Loft with a layup by assist by Mariah Lahim there. Jasmine Loft currently has 17 points in the first half. Less than 20 seconds to go in this half. No shot clock here. Jasmine Loft guarding Bella Cosme up top. One-on-one. Jasmine Loft with the block, with the stop there. Jasmine Loft forces a turnover by Cosme. That is considered a steal for Jasmine Loft there. Meadow Rowan will end down the ball here. Less than, or there's 6 seconds left on the game clock. Or second quarter. Jasmine Loft coming down court. 5, 4, moving screen. Whoa, I was not looking or did not see that call. Did not expect that one. That is a foul on Shelby Brown for a moving screen there. Jasmine Loft was going to the rim there. 1 second left to go. Crowd is out here. Less than one. There's only 1 second left. Nobody gets the ball. They cannot end on it there. That is the end of the first half. UNLV Lady Rebels lead 39 versus the Utah State Aggies with 28. You know me, Lady Rebels are just having a great game. Lady Rebels are just showing what their basketball can change. Shooting 42% from the field, 31% from the three-point line, and 57% from the free throw line versus the Utah State Aggies who are 35% from the field goal line, 28.6% from the three-point line, and 0% from the free throw line. Lady Rebels need to take this momentum, though. They need to not chill, not to get too calm, not relax too much, because we do not want them to get complacent here. We do not want the Lady Rebels to get complacent with this game. And the Lady Rebels need to keep this energy that they have, but also their defense. They have they had no foul shot. Utah State Aggies took no foul shots there. Lady Rebels need to not let that happen again, and they can take this game. But we'll be right back after halftime break. Lady Rebels currently lead 39-28. Leading scorer is Jasmine Lott now. We'll be right back. Make sure to stay tuned. Good evening and welcome back inside the broadcast booth here at the Cox Pavilion. Only less than 5 minutes away from the strip. Here, the Lady Rebels versus the Utah State Aggies. Lady Rebels lead 39 to 28 in the first to lead the second half. Lady Rebels are currently leading 39 to 28. Sorry, as I mentioned, 15 points out of those 39 are three pointers. 20, the rest of the 20 are from the field goal and free throws. They have four free throws versus Utah Aggies, who have 12 points from 3 point line, 16 from the regular field. Lady Rebels are 38% from the free throw line or 3 point line for their points this game. Lady Rebels currently are leading. Utah Aggie starts with the ball. Utah with the ball. Asensio with the shot. Miss! Jasmine Lott with the stop there. Utah could get the rebound though. Utah moving the ball around. Asensio. Oh, that's a 3 pointer for Asensio there. Asensio with a 3 pointer there. Timeout by Coach Lineal Rock already. Well, that was quick, but that is a full media timeout there. Lady Rebels are. Coach Lineal Rock does not look very happy. She has the Lady Rebels chilling. But that is an issue because the Lady Rebels came out too hot. The Lady Rebels were hot in the first half, and it slowed down, and we could see it already. Coach Lineal Rock does not look too happy. But stick around. We'll be right back. Do not go anywhere. Good evening and welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Second half underway. Lady Rebels currently lead 39 to 31 versus the Utah State Aggies. Lady Rebels came out slow on defense and let Utah get a back-to-back offensive rebound. Utah scored off that on a three-pointer. Coach Lee Rock called a timeout right away to put these girls right in check and get their minds and get them ready. Better rolling with the ball now. Better rolling, almost turned over the ball. Better rolling one-on-one. Better rolling with the layup there. Better rolling misses there. That is a jump ball there by Sophia Sine and Shelby Brown there. Shelby Brown was down there being aggressive down there. She wanted that rebound, but that is a jump ball. That was a way to be aggressive. Lady Rebels still get the ball on the inbound, though. Destiny Leo will take it out there. Destiny Leo will give it to Jasmine Lott. Jasmine Lott with the mid-range. Jasmine Lott misses the mid-range. That's rare. Jasmine Lott doesn't miss mid-ranges, but, you know, Destiny Leo there. Jasmine Lott off the screen. Jasmine Lott playing defense. But Asensio still knocked down the. That is Asensio with 13 points. Asensio is playing this game really hard. She has not given up on this game. Meta rolling on three-pointer. Meta rolling can't knock down the three-pointer. Utah State coming in transition with the ball there. That is number 23, Elise Livingston there, coming down the court. Asensio with the ball now. Livingston now gets the ball off a dribble handoff. Lopez gets the ball now. Back to Heaton. Heaton back to Asensio. Asensio misses the shot there. Shelby Brown gets the rebound, and there's a foul on Sensei there. Sophie saying gets her second personal there. Lady Rebels will bring the ball down. Utah State makes a substitution there. comes into the game is freshman guard Bella Cosme. Aaliyah Alexander bringing the ball aggressive. Back to Jasmine Lott. Jasmine Lott to Meadow. Meadow back to Jasmine. Jasmine driven them down for the mid range. Gives it back to Meadow though. Meadow to Destiny Leo. Leo off the screen. Leo to Shelby Brown. Shelby Brown with the top. Right there. Shelby Brown makes the layup there. Utah coming down in transition. Coming down quick and fast. Asensio with the ball. Mariah Lahim looking to check into the game here. Cosme with the pull up. Nope. Pump fake. Sorry. Shelby Brown with the stop there. Sophie Sang gets a little rebound and a little spin move and then a little putback there. Meadow Lowen couldn't guard that. Aaliyah Alexander bringing the ball down to Meadow with the foul by Asensio. That's a foul there. That will currently be her third. Sorry, her second. Um, Couple of transitions here. Number 9 checks into the game, Herreros. So does Mariah Lahim for the Lady Rebels. Mariah Lahim takes the ball out to Aaliyah Alexander. Aaliyah Alexander to Jasmine Loft. Jasmine Loft in the corner. Jasmine Loft can't knock down the three-pointer. Lady Rebels can knock down a shot this quarter. That is a travel by Cosme there. She took a lot of steps there, you know. That was too much, you know. In high school, there was a chant there, but I can't say it. Like, you took too many steps. You took. Nah, I'm just like, but she took too many steps there. Lee Alexander gets the ball coming down the court. Lee Alexander looking for an open player there. Down low, ball screen to Mariah Lahine. Screen by Shelby Brown to Meadow Rowland. Meadow Rowland with the three-pointer. Meadow Rowland can't knock it down, but Shelby Brown gets the rebound. Shelby Brown with the aggressive and one by Shelby Brown there. Shelby Brown with the aggressive and one there. That is what you call a beast. Shelby Brown is a beast. She's a unit there. That was you call a dog. It's absolute dog there. Shelby Brown, that was beautiful. You know, get the rebound, get fouled, and be aggressive. Shelby Brown at the free throw line shooting one shot. Shelby Brown is currently has not shot a free throw tonight. She knocked down the one. She's 100% from free throw line now, 1 for 1. Shelby Brown with 8 points. Jasmine Lott with 19. Meadow Rolling with 14 currently. A Sensei with 13. And Sine with 10 for the Utah State. Lady Rebels guarding. They're in a man one-on-one. With the block. Shelby Brown with the rebound. Shelby Brown coming down court. Aggressively spin move. Oh, behind the back. Oh, Lee Alexander off her fingertip, but she recovers. Current score is 44-35 here at the Cox. To Shelby Brown. Shelby Brown gets fouled again! And Sine is in foul trouble there. She is currently at 3 fouls now. That is beautiful execution by the Lady Rebels. For Shelby Brown to get called for the ball down low. Aaliyah Alexander drew that up perfectly. In her head, that's a true point guard. Aaliyah Alexander saw the one-on-one matchup, knew that she was in foul trouble. Get her in more deeper foul trouble. That'll change the tempo of this game. Shelby Brown is now at the free throw line shooting 2 shots. Shelby Brown knocks down the first one. She is currently 100% from the free throw line, 2 for 2. She'll shoot her third one, or second shot coming out from the free throw line. That's just beautiful. That's great execution, great play, great ball movement by the Lady Rebels, great coaching. And she knocked down the second one, 3 for 3 tonight. Lady Rebels in a full court man. Jasmine Lott guarding 54, or however much feet, not a lot of feet, but you know, hold on, all right. Shelby Brown up top. Alexander guarding. Alexander guarding Sanford. Mariah Lahim with the steal, with the tip to Lee Alexander. Lee Alexander's coming down court. Lee Alexander goes, oh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Lee Alexander goes all the way there for the layup there. Crowd is getting started. All I'm hearing is Rebels, Rebels, Rebels. It's getting electric in here. And currently at the scores table, looking to check into this game right now, we are going to see Alexis Swillis for the first time in a while. Alexis Swillis will come back into this game. We haven't seen much of her this season. The freshman from Fresno, Colby Hill High School. That is a time for a media timeout. Lady Rebels currently lead 48-35. Do not go anywhere. Stick around for Rebel Sports Net. I'm Jeremiah Skillman. We will be right back. Good evening and welcome back into the Cox Pavilion audio booth up here. I'm Jeremiah Skillman here for Rebel Sports Net. Today we're here for the Utah State Aggies versus the UNLV Running Rebels. Currently, the Running Rebels are leading 48-35. Lady Rebels are killing it right now on a 7-0 run in the last minute and a half. Scoring drought for the Utah State Aggies is 2 minutes and 14 seconds currently. Lady Rebels are being led and scored by Jasmine Loft and the one and only Meadow Rowland. Jasmine Loft currently has 19 points. Meadow Rowland has 14. And we are watching Alexis Swillis for the first time in a while. She does not get much minutes, but this is her time to shine. This is her time to get her minutes. Utah State Aggies knocked down both of those free throws there. Score 48-36 now. Shelby Brown with the drive and the lay. Shelby Brown goes into the paint. So aggressive. Shelby Brown is aggressive. She is an aggressive player and a great aspect for this squad as a whole. Shelby Brown really, she's that tempo. She's that spark that you wouldn't even like really notice or recognize. But she's really been that spark and that leader these last 3 or 4 games that I've seen. Her impact of the squad is just so amazing. And it's not even just on the offensive side, it's the defensive side. Shelby Brown has 11 points right now and 13 points. She's currently sitting at a double-double. And Jasmine Lott just knocked down a beautiful mid-range, so that gives her 21 points this game so far. 3:54 to go left in in the third quarter. Shelby Brown gets another rebound coming down the court. Shelby Brown gets Jasmine Loft in the corner. Jasmine Loft dribbles up. Turnover by Jasmine Loft. That turnover goes to Brown for Utah State. She goes all the way and she makes the bucket. Bucket there for Macy Brown. Lady Rebels are currently leading 52-38. If you're just tuning in. Shelby Brown gets the ball at the top of the key. Shelby Brown. Shelby Brown with the spin move to Ali Alexander. Ali Alexander for three. Ali Alexander can't knock it down. Rebound Utah State Aggies by number 9. Hurdles. Asensio gets the ball now. Stanford cannot knock down the three-pointer there. Looking to check in at the score tables currently, it looks like we are going to see number 9. Sorry, not number 9 come into the game. Yes. Huddle will check into the game, it looks like. And then we'll see the one and only Meadow Rolling, absolute dog. And Tegan Colvin coming to this game. The next break. Utah State scores there. Lady Rebels currently bringing a ball down court. Mariah Lahine gets ball to Jasmine Locke. To Alexander. Alexander back to Loft. Loft to Shelby Brown in the paint. That is a foul by Utah State there. Foul on number 32 for Utah State. Jasmine Heaton. Jamison Heaton there with the foul. Currently checking in, like I said, number 8, Atana Lopez for Utah State. And Meadow Rowland and Tegan Colvin come in for the Lady Rebels. Shelby Brown currently at the three-point line, at the free throw line. Shelby Brown is currently shooting 3 for 3 from free throw. 13 points, 5 for 8 from field goal. Shelby Brown misses her first free throw of the game today. Lady Rebels are currently 4 of the last 5 of the field goal shots. Shelby Brown knocked down the free throw. Meadow Rowland checks into the game for Shelby Brown. Crowd goes crazy when Meadow Rowland gets in the game around here. Jasmine Love guarding full court. Guarding Asensio full court right now. Alexis Swiss come out. Foul on number 11, Alexis Swiss there. Alexis Swiss gets checked out, and Tristan James comes into the game now. Utah State looking to inbound the ball. Ticket going in with the stop. Oh, just a tip there, though. Asensio gets the ball off the tip. Asensio looking. Asensio to Brown. Brown to Haros. Haros with the three-pointer. Utah State getting a little bit of their momentum back. Current score is 53 to 43. UNLV leads. Tegan Colvin coming down aggressively. Pops it to Meadow Rowland. Meadow to Tristan. James cannot knock down the shot. James with the rebound. And one by James there. Tristan James there gets the and one. That'll lead to a little bit of couple of substitutions on the court. Tristan James will go to the free throw line. Currently, that is a foul on Sanford. Couple of transitions there. Aaliyah Alexander checks in the game for Jasmine Loft. For Jasmine Loft. Moving screen by number 9, Haros on the Utah State Aggies. UNLV will recover that and get the ball back. UNLV looking to take advantage of that call and go and score. 1 minute left on the game clock. 1 minute left to play. Tegan to Mariah. Mariah back to Tegan. Meadow with the screen. So back to Elahine. Meadow with the ball up top. Meadow goes to the limb. She lays it up. She misses. Tristan with the rebound. Tristan to Tegan. Tegan with the shot. Nope. Doesn't count. 3 seconds in the key there for Tristan there. Great aggressive rebound there by Tristan, though. James, very aggressive. She's been a very good impact for the squad as well as her impact on his team has just been that game changer. You don't see much. She was injured to start this season. She's also a freshman as well. I do want to mention that. She's a freshman as well, Tristan James from Louisiana. Good impact for the squad. Good pickup for this team. Meadow Rowland gets the rebound after Utah State misses. 15 seconds left on the shot clock or game clock. Meadow comes down to Tegan. Tegan slows down the ball a little bit. Stop. Alexander gets the shot off. Shot does not go in. That is it for the third quarter. Your UNLV Lady Rebels lead 56-43. Do not go anywhere. Stick around. You do not want to miss this incredible fourth quarter coming up. This is Jeremiah Skillman. Do not go anywhere. Good evening and welcome back into the broadcast booth. I'm Jeremiah Skillman, currently here at the Cox Pavilion for the Lady Rebels versus Utah State University. Utah State University Aggies. UNLV leads the game right now, 56-43, going into the fourth quarter. Start of the fourth quarter is now. Utah State is currently has another couple games coming up. Tough record coming up. Excuse me, sorry about that. Utah State will play San Diego State and Fresno and Boise and Wyoming for their next couple four games. And those are all conference games. So this game means a lot to them. UNLV will also have a tough schedule coming up. UNLV is currently on a 5-game win streak if you're coming in late. But UNLV will play against Wyoming, San Jose State, San Diego State Air Force, and UNR. Those are all Mountain West games coming up as well. UNLV is currently undefeated in Mountain West. Currently 6-1 at home, 4-0 in conference play, and 9-5 overall record. UNLV Lady Rebels are on a 4-game win streak. UNLV Lady Rebels are just killing it right now, playing great basketball, great team ball. They're not playing one-on-one basketball at all, and I think that's what separates this team from a lot of different basketball teams. And the Lady Rebels are just such a great squad, and you can just see it in them. You can see how they play, and you can just if you just watch how they play and how they operate. This team is just squad, but they're coached by a great, amazing coach, Lindy LaRock. Lindy LaRock is on an extension currently. Got that extension this year for more careers in this season. Lady Coach Lindy LaRock has a couple of championships here at UNLV. She is the heart and pride of the UNLV women's basketball team now. Spinay knocks down the free throw there. 56-44 is current score. Less than 9 minutes to go in this game. Spinay knocks down the second free throw. 45-56. Lady Rebels are on offense now. Mariah Lane with the ball to Shelby Brown. Shelby Brown driving aggressively, makes the layup there. Shelby Brown with another impactful layup there. Shelby Brown currently has 16 points. Meadow Rowland 14 and Jasmine Lott with 21. Jasmine Lott is 2 for 2 from free throw, 3 for 6 from field goal, 8 for 12 from field goal. Shelby Brown is 6 for 9 from field goal, 0 for 0 from 3 point, 4 for 5 from the free throw line. That is a stop by the Lady Rebels. Jasmine Lott coming out. Jasmine Lott with the pull up. Bang! What a pull up jump shot by Jasmine Lott there. And that leads to a tough now for the Utah State Aggies. Utah State will take another timeout here. That'll give us another break. Do not go anywhere, though. Stick around. You do not want to miss this game. That's Jeremiah Skillman. Don't go anywhere. Good evening and welcome back into the broadcast booth here at the Cox Pavilion. Lady Rebels currently lead 60 to 45 of Utah State Aggies. Lady Rebels are having a great game here. Great shooting. Great game in general, though. Utah State Aggies will get the ball here to start this. Not start this, but come out of the timeout here. Shelly Brown guarding full court. Lady Rebels are very talkative and very aggressive on defense right now. I can hear them all the way here on the broadcast booth. But that's a bucket there for Hurdles. Hurdles with the layup there. Aaliyah Alexander gets the inbound, comes down the court. Aaliyah to Meadow. Meadow to Jasmine. Jasmine to Mariah. Mariah to Shelby. Shelby Brown with the aggressive drive there. Can't knock it down this time, but aggressive is good. Wide open girl for the Utah State there. That is number 32. Jamison Heaton there. Wide open. Current score 60 to 49 if you're just tuning in. Mariah Lahim gets the ball at the corner. Gives it to Shelby Brown in the paint. Shelby Brown gets the ball one-on-one to Aaliyah. Aaliyah with the jump shot. Aaliyah can't knock it down. Meadow rolling with the rebound. Meadow with the spin move. Meadow can't knock that down. Rebound by Utah State there. By number 23. Livingston there with the rebound. Lady Rebels playing defense here. Lady Rebels on hardcore, close defense. Shelby Brown gets the rebound. Oh, never mind. She drops the rebound. Meadow rolling gets the turnover, though. Aaliyah Alexander coming one-on-one. That's a foul. And, oh! That was a foul, but not and one there. Everybody screamed and one. That was a toilet bowl, we call it. You know, it went in and out. But great try there by Leah Alexander to just be aggressive. Aggressive is very impactful and powerful for this squad. This team as a whole, Lady Rebels, Aaliyah Alexander will shoot two shots. Alexander currently has 2 points. 1 for 8 from field goal, 0 for 4 from three-point line, and 1 for 1 from free throw line. Sorry for the yawn chat. Alexis Swiss will look to check back into the game. Aaliyah Alexander knocks down the second free throw. Shelby Brown out the game. Alexis Swillis, correct me, sorry, comes in for Shelby Brown. Utah State comes down aggressively looking to score the ball. If you're just tuning in, Lady Rebels lead 62-49 versus the Utah State Aggies. Alexis with the rebound gets fouled there on the rebound. Lady Rebels are leading by field goal percentage, 42% versus Utah State 36. 23 for 55 field goals out of Utah State's 20 for 55. So UNLV is currently not shooting as good as Utah State from three-point line, though, as they were the first half. Utah State is shooting 25% from three-point line. UNLV shooting 24%. Meadow Rolling gets the ball inbound in the mid-range. Cannot knock it down. Alexis Willis tips it out of bounds. Jamison Heaton checks back into the game for the Aggies. Lady Rebels currently looking. Lady Rebels looking currently to keep their streak alive to go 5-0 in conference play, which gotta love. Can't hate on them. You gotta join them. I love the Lady Rebels. That's for dogs. Blood, blood, metal. That's an absolute dog. That's a dog there if you were to ask me. What a wrong absolute dog. Utah State will take it out of bounds now. Livingston will look to pick it, throw it in bounds. She gets in. Mariah Lahim missed the rebound there. Mariah Lahim coming down the court to Meadow. Meadow turns the ball over. Asensio gets the steal there. Meadow Rolling gets a bad foul there. Meadow Meadow Rolling gets one of those frustration fouls. Frustration fouls are technically really the worst. I highly dislike frustration fouls. They're just so annoying, but it just happens in a part of the game, and it's part of the game. Every player gets a frustration foul, but you just can't let them happen. Lady Rebels currently lead 62 to 40, 51 now as the Utah State Aggies scored at. Meadow Rolling gets the ball at the top of the key. She gets a one by Meadow Rolling. Meadow Rolling gets the and one there. Foul is on number 32, Jameson Heaton. Sophie Sand comes back into the game. Chubby Brown also checks back into the game. Looks like we're going to see some Destiny Brown as well. Chubby Brown gets the rebound off the miss free throw by Meadow Rolling there. Meadow or Shelby gives it to Aaliyah. Aaliyah gets it up top. Gives it back to Meadow up top. Meadow with the pump fake. Meadow with the turnover. Shelby with the steal. Meadow gets the ball back. Meadow makes the layup. Meadow Rolling and Shelby Brown are playing like some 6 and 7, one another. They gotta love each other. Great ball movement by them. Jasmine Lott has been a little quiet this half. Jasmine Lott is still leading with points, 23 points currently. Meadow Rolling has 18. Asensio cannot be stopped for the for the Utah State Aggies. Lady Rebels cannot stop her right now. Coach Lenny the Rock will take a timeout now, but that doesn't mean you have to go anywhere. Make sure you stay still, stay tuned to this broadcast. There's less than 4 minutes to go in this game. Everybody has 4 minutes. Pay attention. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back into the broadcast booth. UNLV Lady Rebels versus Utah State Aggies. UNLV Lady Rebels currently lead 66 to 54. Lady Rebels inbound the ball, but then they get a bad offensive foul, moving screen there. Mara Lahim knocked down the three-pointer, but it doesn't count. Utah State comes down. Asensio looking to score there. Shelby Brown tips it out of bounds, trying to get the rebound there. Meadow Rowland checking back into the game. Livingston misses a three-pointer there. Rebound by Sanford, and she scores off the rebound there. Aaliyah Alexander brings the ball down court. Aaliyah Alexander looking. She gives it to Shelby Brown on top of the key. Shelby Brown does a spin move, misses the layup there though. Less than 3 minutes to go in this game. Current score 66 to 56. Oh, bad foul by Shelby Brown there. Another frustration foul for the Lady Rebels. Shelby Brown there. She fouled Sensei there. Sensei will go to three-point free throw line and shoot two shots. Utah State Aggies will make a couple of transitions. Sorry about the delay there. Court is wet, I don't know, a little bit of somebody, a little sweat and all that. Lady Rebels have a tough schedule coming up, just as much as the Utah State Aggies do. But Lady Rebels are currently looking to go 5-0 in conference play right now, as they're currently on a four-game winning streak in conference play. Currently leading 4-0, fighting for that number one spot right now. Sensei on the free throw line. Sensei knocks down the first one. Sensei will go for the second one now. UNLV is currently third in Mountain West. As Colorado State is first with 4-1. San Diego State is second with 5-0. UNLV is looking to go 5-0 to go back up on that streak. Little confusion on the court. Coach Lenny the Rock is saying a review on the play. The refs are on the court looking talking to one another. Little confusing here, but I don't know what they're reviewing. Coach Lenny the Rock is looking upset though on the bench, looking a little upset and irritated. Coach Lenny the Rock's an absolute character, by the way. She's hilarious. Funny to watch, Everybody got to make their way to a UNLV women's basketball game. Come to the Cox Pavilion, watch some great basketball, great enthusiastic basketball, good basketball, fun to watch some absolute dogs. But UNLV is finally we know what's going on. UNLV is taking a challenge on the previous player, but don't go anywhere. Stick around. We'll be right back on Rebel Sports Net. Good evening and welcome back into the broadcast booth. I'm Jeremiah Skillman, currently here for the Unlv running Lady Rebels basketball versus the Utah State Aggies. UNLV just assessed it a player review, but that did not go well. They lost that. Mariah Lahim getting trapped. Utah State playing aggressive and trapping now, 66-58 with less than 3 minutes to go in this game. UNLV is currently on a 4-game winning streak. Mariah Lahim in the corner, Meta and Rowan in the corner. Jasmine Lott gets the ball. Jasmine Lott with the layup. Misses that. That is out on Sine there for the Utah State Aggies. Lady Rebels currently get the ball with 1 second left on the shot clock. Oh, shot clock violation by the Lady Rebels there. Lady Rebels can't get it out their hands in that second there. Been a rolling there. Little substitution for the Utah State Aggies as number 31, Macy Brown, will come out for Herreros. Lady Rebels full court pressing now. It's getting aggressive. It's getting intense. Defensive chants are going on here in the Cox Pavilion. A lot of fans, good turnout here tonight. What a great game for the Lady Rebels. Game's not over though. 58-66. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Utah State can't turn the ball over. Jasmine Law gets the rebound. Jasmine Law in transition. 1-on-4. Jasmine Law will pass it back out to Leah Alexander. Leah Alexander setting up a play. Meadow rolling. Uh, Player injury on the court. Injury on the court here. You guys stay tuned. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Harsh injury on the court. I don't want to, keep too long. That is number 54, Asensio, who's leading the team in scoring right now with 16 points, currently on the floor, holding her knee. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. This is Jeremiah Skillman, Rebel Sportsnet. Good evening and welcome back into the Thomas and Mack. Less than 2 minutes to play here. We Lady Rebels lead 66-58 versus Utah State Aggies. Currently just had an injury timeout by number 54, Asensio, who looked like she was grabbing that knee. The Lady Rebels currently are leading, but Utah State has a lot of injuries. A lot of injuries this season, and it's just sad. That sucks. She's leading scorer in this game. She's leading with 16 points for that team for Utah State. Just out. But got to keep playing. Shelby Brown gets the ball. Shelby Brown travels. Lady Rebel turn the ball over. They cannot turn the ball over and let more in this game. A minute 25 left in this game. Current score 66-58. Utah State's coming down the court to play some ball. Utah State looking for a shot. Sine misses the three-pointer. Rebound, Shelby Brown. Shelby Brown passes it out to Leah Alexander. Lady Rebels holding the ball up top. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Meadow Rolling gets the ball. Meadow Rolling spin move. Meadow Rolling cannot knock down the layup. Jasmine Law gets the rebound. Lady Rebels pull it out again. Less than 30 seconds left. Lady Rebels are just going to hold it for a little bit. Aaliyah Alexander with the ball now. Aaliyah Alexander with the three-pointer. Bang! Aaliyah Alexander knocked down the three-pointer. That's her first for the night. Aaliyah Alexander needed that one. Her second for the night. Oh, yeah, first. 4 points. 7 points for Aaliyah Alexander tonight. Air ball by Utah State. That is ball game. Lady Rebels will take this one. The Lady Rebels are on a 5-game winning streak in Mountain West Conference play. Lady Rebels are on a hot streak. That is amazing. Lady Rebels will prepare that 5-0 record, that winning record, 5-0. Take it to Saturday, January 10th versus Wyoming at 1 p.m. over in Wyoming. But that was a great game. Let's talk a little bit about that game. Lady Rebels had, they held the momentum. They held that game. They played that game just strong, powerfully, and effectively. The Lady Rebels didn't let nothing. They came out hot, but they slowed down in the second half. That didn't hurt them in the second half because it just brought this game closer than it should have been. That game should have been gone a while ago, but they let the Utah State come back and make it close. That's just something the Lady Rebels didn't need to happen. Lady Rebels did not need that to happen. That's what really helped. That just really hurt and affected the Lady Rebels. But leading scorers, Jasmine Lott, 2020, 23 points. Metal Rolling with 18 points. Shelby Brown with 16 points and 16 rebounds. Metal Rolling also had 14 points. But the next home game for the Lady Rebels will be January 17th at 2 p.m. here at the Thomas and Matt. Make sure you guys come out if you can. Come watch the Lady Rebels have a great season. Have a great game. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I had so much fun. I hope you enjoyed my voice. I hope you guys had so much fun. This is Jeremiah Skillman signing off. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Be safe. Thank you.